Hey everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolutely fabulous to have you along. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the Master's Guidance channel if you're wanting to have some more connection with your own personal guides and with the universal spirituality. That's a channel brought to you by Narin, my Australian First Nations tribal healer and tribal elder guide, even though it's called Master's Guidance. we'll leave it at that. So what I'm going to have a quick look at is in this particular reading, I will get vaguely organised. I'm a bit late today. Had a few appointments. I've been everywhere today. Everywhere, man. I'm going to have a look at, been asked by a couple of people to have a look at Vladimir Kara Murza, and I'm sure I have pronounced that completely wrong. He is the Russian journalist and activist who, due to making numerous speeches, speaking out basically about the corruption within the Kremlin overseas, including to Congress. He's back in Russia. He has been found guilty of treason by, I'll call it a kangaroo court. You know, it was a predetermined he was going to be found guilty, and has been jailed for 25 years. I'm going to have a look to see how he's going to go and what's going to happen to him, but I also want to have a look at his 13-year-old daughter. Now, I don't know who his daughter, I haven't seen an image of his daughter and I haven't looked at her name. Those that know me know that that is literally the notes I've put on this guy. Journalist, poisoned twice, treason for speeches overseas, Kremlin critic, 25 years jail, 13-year-old daughter. Literally, that's the extent of what I've noted down. The bare minimum, because I don't want to bring any bias into my readings. Now, using my runic tarot deck for this, my Viking deck, absolutely love it. One of my favourite decks. So I just want to have a look because I'm just getting some. I just want to have a look at his daughter as well, 13 years of age, and sent to an orphanage. But okay, let me have a look at Vladimir Kara Murza first of all. How's he going to go? What's happening with Vladimir Kara Murza? I've got an image of him in my mind because there were photographs on the quick summary I looked at. Actually, when I was reading the summary, what I got was that when the Kremlin implodes, which is going to happen fairly soon, there's no calendar in the spiritual world, so timelines are really hard, but I see that he's going to have a major role in building the new government alongside Navalny. If you haven't seen it, I did a reading yesterday on Navalny and his wife. Yeah, rebuilding the government, restoration, good versus the winning of good versus evil, the star of hope. Okay, is coming. Oh, goodness me. Sometimes I feel like I'm saying that for years, but it is. Things move slowly. Progression moves slowly. Okay, show me, Vladimir. I've got cards coming out everywhere in regards to this. Okay, Vladimir. Show me Vladimir. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to show you these cards first. The boys have told me not to put this in the particular reading. I'm going to use a spiritual growth spread for this one, but they want me to put them aside. So these are the cards that fell out. Okay, this is the Nine of Cups. In this particular deck, Nine of Cups can mean, you know, smug merchant or wish fulfillment or often, you know, careful what you wish for type thing. in this deck, this is my Vive la Résistance card. This is the meetings, clandestine meetings taking place in the dark corner of the seedy pub, and working together. It's an emotion card, but it is very much a behind the scenes emotion. This is my resistance, this is my underground, this is all that sort of energy card. So this is these are Vladimir Kara Murza. This is what he's been involved in. This is him working with others behind the scenes to resist the current autocratic dictatorship government. And here he is. Now I'm saying this is him. It's not a King of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands, the action figure. Okay, thank you guys. I'm drawn to the flames. It's about braving the flames to bring the message, is what my boys are telling me in regards to this. Braving the flames to bring this message forward in action. So that's my card. I'm going to say that's my Vladimir Kara Murza card. And here we have the strength. He's powerful. He has powerful energy, inner strength, compassionate strength, but he is fully aware of his own strength. And I actually quite love that the figure in this, even though it's a female figure, has tamed the polar bear. Speaks volumes about Russia as well. But yeah, do not underestimate this man. I think I got this card for Yulia Navalny as well the other day, or Alexei. But I'm going to just pop those to the side. They're up the top there, slightly out of view. And I'm going to read now with a spiritual growth spread on Vladimir himself. Okay, so here we have the Ten of Wands, the message, planting the seeds of possibility. That's what he's done. The information that he's got out there. Now, it is the end of a cycle, being a 10, but he's planted the seeds so that when the next cycle starts, absolute magic can happen. And to be honest, this figure looks like a magician with his staff, but it is the Ten of Wands. Absolutely beautiful card. So that is the energy at the moment, and that's what he has done, is planted the seeds ready for the next cycle. Okay, challenged by the High Priestess, the unspoken in the room, the bison in the background, hidden secrets, information not revealed. This is what he is challenged by. This was the court case, thank you, where I haven't read about the court case. I'm assuming it was behind closed doors and it was already decided before it started that he was going to be found guilty. He's actually, when I saw this first up, my initial thought was, oh my goodness, he was lucky he didn't find a window. Thank you. They're telling me they wouldn't dare. He's too high profile to fall out of a window, is what I'm being told. He's the Alexei Navalny style. They tried poisoning him twice. Oh boy, that's such a Kremlin method. But he's too high profile to have fallen out a window. It would have been a step too far, and that's why, despite them treating Navalny as bad as they possibly can in prison, they won't cross that line. And I'm really getting the feels about Vladimir Kara Murza is the same. It was held behind closed doors. There are things hidden that have not yet been revealed in regards to what went on. Okay, the energies for him behind the scenes. Seven of Wands. Fabulous. Okay. And six of Wands. So 7 and 6 of Wands. The energies behind the scenes. The energy that he is bringing down. Now, this is generally in a Rider-Waite deck a defending oneself. But what I'm getting really here is this is him on the rocky crag, bringing down the lightning to those who have to defend themselves below. So this is not so much about the figure having to defend himself, Vladimir. It is about him bringing down the wrath of God. Okay, interesting way of putting it, boys. The wrath of God onto those that have put him in this position. Okay, thank you. And then we have the victory card. I love that. This is once these storms have cleared, victory. Once these storms have cleared, this lightning tower, I'm literally going to say tower moment, because he is bringing down this lightning, this destruction onto those below. Victory. And once those clouds have cleared, and the sun will come out, and it will be a magnificent new day. Okay, interesting way of putting it, guys. Okay, coming out of this, what's coming out of this energy from the background? The Fool, a new journey, a new start, setting forth with faith and hope and trust that all is going to be well. But faith and hope and trust, belief in, okay, thank you, belief in oneself, setting out on this journey. Wow, okay. And the Moon, the exposure of the evil, good versus evil, fighting over the rose under the glass, cloche there, but it is bringing into the light and fully exposing the seedy underbelly so that it can be defeated by good. This is what he has done. Okay. Wow. Okay, I keep saying wow because I didn't even know this guy before yesterday until someone mentioned it. Okay, the karma hanging over him, 5 of Wands. Again, different meaning than a lot of the other decks. This is defiance. This is defiance in the face of the threats. This is will not be kept quiet. This is the karma hanging over him. He knew the danger he was under. He'd been poisoned twice. He's obviously been overseas because in, I think it was 2022 last year, or 2020, I can't remember, he addressed the US Congress. He has been overseas on multiple occasions. So like Navalny, he didn't need to come back, but he did, because he knew he could do more from within Russia than he could be sitting in the Ritz-Carlton and in Paris or something. So this is him, his defiance to be heard regardless of the threat that he knew he was under. And the 3 of, oh dear, 3 of Swords, always a sad card, but heartbreak, loss, despair, betrayal. This is he knew he was going to be betrayed by those within Russia, and he did it anyhow. Okay, thank you. Wow, talk about. Right, so he did it anyhow. Under the threat of his life, he did this anyhow. Oh, I'm sorry, I feel like, oh, okay, the outcome. A bit nervous about this. Here we have the devil energy, but we have the investigator. So you've got the devil energy, devil wreaking havoc, but what the devil has done has been seen, and the pieces are being put together. Oh, yuck, devil energy. We know who that devil is. Okay. A plan being put in place, a roadmap, a crossroads moment for him, this arrest, this incarceration, crossroads moment for him in his plan. The Lovers, contracts, agreements, they are unbalanced in that, okay, thank you, What my boys are telling me is that this is him in the front, accepting his situation, really quite peacefully accepting his situation, and has gone into this with fully open eyes, open knowledge. But there are others behind the scenes who will take up the reins. That's the wrong word. Who will keep him in the light. And what's she doing? It's protection. There are others in partnership with him that will protect him and keep him in the light. And we have the truth, a new start. Truth coming forward, a new start. Stability, safety, strength in both these cards. Again, new start. Holy crumbs, emotional, new start. What have I got there? Yeah, I could keep going with those, but okay, I will keep going, because what was next was the five of Pentacles, which is isolated, despair, out in the cold, basically left to your own, wounded and left to his own devices, but it is a crossroads moment, another crossroads moment to go with this card, but the path forward is bright and light. Okay, thank you. The guys are telling me, look at the two figures at the beginning. They're paused. They're taking a break. I wouldn't even say regrouping. They're just building their strength before setting forward on this journey into the light. So it is a paused moment for him before setting forward again. Another two of swords, a crossroads of the truth going forward. And then we have the three, I do like ending on that one, the three of wands, which is this plan coming to fruition for the birth of something new for Mother Russia, is what I'm getting with the Empress there. Okay. That powerful cards for him. He's going to be okay. Ish. He knew what he was going in for. It is a real crossroads moment. He does have protection by those keeping him in the limelight. If he didn't, he would have fallen out of a window or out off the back of a yacht or something. And I'm feeling really Navalny energies with him. Very cut from the same cloth is what my boys are telling me. Very much cut from the same cloth, but he's more, if I say, so there's Navalny with Yulia, this Vladimir, he's more their leadership, he's the words I'm getting are making it happen. But what I'm getting more is that he's the point man out in front, and he's the one down off to the side doing this. He's the one, so he's more of a doer background, not even a background, a doer figure, while Navalny and Yulia are the stability. Okay, thank you. I'm just going to have a really quick look at his daughter. Tell me how his daughter's going to go. Sorry that this is going so long. Show me how this daughter... the boys have got a lot of information about this. A lot of information. Trying to get it out. Merely the messenger. The guides don't get it wrong. Sometimes the messenger does. Okay. Tell me about the daughter. No, that was just a lazy shuffle while I was distracted. Tell me about the daughter. The 13-year-old daughter sent to the orphanage. Is she going to be okay? Wow, she's a powerful young lady herself. Scared, but that card, thank you guys, that card, let's have a look. right? Four of Swords. The Swords of Truth. This is the okay. Thank you. How do I put this? Okay, what they're telling me is that if I say burning the bridge with her father, but it's a facade, is what I'm getting. Okay, see where it goes. Partnerships, support, agreement. Okay, thank you. What my boys are telling me, and they've actually shown me, is that she and her father have made some form of pact behind the scenes before this went down, where she has to, what's the word? It's not wall herself off. She has to put down a curtain between herself and her father. She has to put distance between them, is what I'm getting there. Thank you, guys. Distance between them. It was a pact that they made before all this went down. The birth of something new, and then this is the new Russia, until the new Russia emerges. Okay, thank you, guys. I'm going to leave it as that. I think she's going to be okay. Don't underestimate her, is what my boys are telling me. Don't underestimate her. And that they discussed this deeply before he knew what was coming. They discussed it deeply before it went down. And she's having to distance herself from her father until the new Russia is born. Okay, thank you for joining me. Sorry that went for so long. It was fascinating. Love to you all. Bye-bye.